You have a great story about how you two met.
We just basically met outside on the street. I came and tapped his shoulder and said, I want to check out my English skills and I can teach you some Ukrainian. We went to drink some beer and talking about our cultures. 1 year later, we just discovered that we can do music together.
Can you talk about what you each thought about Eurovision when you were younger?
Well, in short, I didn't know about Eurovision until I came here to Ukraine. I didn't have any exposure, I would say, to that type of thing. 3 years after I arrived, I saw it for the first time. So I found out it was a song competition between different countries. I remember saying that time it would be nice to, experience something like this.
My story is different, obviously, because I knew Eurovision since 2004 when I saw Ruslana performing. She won first time for Ukraine with the wild dances. I was very impressed. I was still like a kid watching and thinking like, oh, what is lady doing? Jumping in like Xena, Princess of Warrior, at that time was going on the TV.
Well, you were first selected for Eurovision in 2020 with Bonfire.
And you had the Eurovision performance, everything stops.
The pandemic was a type of shock that I just couldn't understand, felt like in a movie talking about pandemics.
We knew that we can do something useful. We even wrote a jingle to stay home.
Wait. Sing us that jingle. That's amazing.
It was like, a few seconds, maybe.
And they were just instruments, around the house. And stuff
Yeah,
like that.
we were sitting like at home. So we showed by our examples that, look, we took some spoons, made the beat, and then Jeffrey said on the top of it, stay home, something like that. And
We'll definitely be linking to that in the show notes.
Yeah. And then moving forward, tell us a little bit about the origins of Heart of Steel as a song. How did you decide that as your entry?
Let me put it shortly. We didn't make the song for the competition. We made the song like a year before we applied. We realized that the applications were ending and we thought maybe we should take that opportunity and just try one more time.
it happened like in natural way because a lot of stuff happened with us very natural. I never met anyone who just tapping on shoulder, and this was once in my life, and maybe Jeffrey too. The same with Eurovision and even the music making. Heart of Steel had a strong message, and we decided to apply with it to, first of all, inspire our people who are fighting and staying strong, no matter how hard it is. They continue fighting, defending families, land, and in general all Europe. Because if we don't stop it here, it will go through next countries.
What was it like recording that song in the middle of everything that was going on?
We had to make do with what we had. And sometimes the lighting goes off. Then when the alarm comes around, you got to stop work and go to the shelters and, the back and forth and all of that.
I remember once Jeffrey said on the building flying fighters jets.
I asked him if he saw that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, they were just Ukrainian jets. I was like, oh, okay. And so we just went back to work.
That must have been terrifying.
I could go as far as saying I almost pissed myself, honestly.
There's always a lot of conversation about what the role of an artist is in a time of crisis.
As an artist right now, our main role is to use whatever platform or whatever influence you have to spread good, positive information. And we spoke to some other people outside of Ukraine, and so people got the wrong information about, the current situation.
Also, you can do a lot of good things like raising funds for different needs, like we did with United 24, like to save basically newborn kids. That because women during the war giving birth too early and the kids having like weak hearts. So these incubators gives them a chance to live.
The grand finale of Eurovision, how did it feel to be on that stage at the same time Ternopil was being bombed? When did you hear about that? Was it before the performance, after?
Like right before our performance, like we were supposed to go on the stage. We were worrying for our families who were staying in the city, and we transform all those emotions you have now for those 3 minutes on the stage. You should inspire people. So that's what we tried to do. And then after performance, we wrote name of the cities and showed it. So we wanted to support our people, not just in the specific city which was bombed, but in general in all country, because they are bombed every day.
Can you talk about Bormos?
We released it early when invasion started. We recorded this video in a theater because Russians bombed Mariupol theater. We wanted to say with this video that even when our theaters are bombing and destroying, we don't destroy, we build and we create.
Thank you so much for your time and for speaking with us. It's been wonderful speaking with you again.
Yeah, absolutely. It was great seeing you guys.
Yeah, thank you for the great questions.
Thank you.
and,
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for inviting us, and
Yes.
we had a great time talking to you guys.
All the mysteries of the Euroverse.